Has anyone noticed? The real driver of the gap between the rich and the poor isn't mindset or luck, it's habits. If you are over 30 and still feeling lost financially, it is highly likely that poverty habits are dragging you further down every single day. Today, I'm going to share a book that is very famous in China, Rich Habits: The Daily Success Habits of Wealthy Individuals. Please try to watch until the end of this video. It might just change the direction of your life. The author, Thomas, is an accountant. He had the opportunity to interact with many rich and poor people. He spent 5 years studying the daily habits of 177 self-made millionaires and 128 poor individuals to find their similarities and differences to write this book. To reach more accurate conclusions, he specifically chose wealthy people who started from scratch. Crucially, they possessed these habits while they were still poor, not just after they became rich. He writes that habits are essentially everyone's autopilot mode. A study shows that we have to make somewhere around 35,000 decisions a day. If every decision required analytical, rational thought, our brains would have burned out long ago. In reality, 80 to 90% of our daily actions are executed by the subconscious. That's why there's a saying, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. The subconscious is created from small habits repeated daily. It's like a veteran driver. He doesn't need to think about how to shift gears, turn on the blinker, or accelerate. His hands and feet do it automatically. His brain is free to chat with you. Or consider assembly line workers. Doing a task tens of thousands of times turns every movement into instinct. However, instincts are divided into good and bad. Good habits help you drive safely. Bad habits make you prone to accidents, costing money and time, only for you to blame it on bad luck. Mindset and behavior are the same. They stem from thought habits operating on autopilot. Saying someone becomes rich thanks to awareness, decisions, and opportunities is correct, but the thing that dictates those factors is habit. In the book, he lists 30 habits of the wealthy. I'll temporarily divide them into the following 2 groups. 1. Habits of restraint and discipline. According to the author's observations, the lives of the rich are filled with discipline, but they don't endure this discipline, rather they enjoy the feeling of having control over their lives. For example, 75% of the wealthy avoid fried foods, which lead to weight gain. 89% sleep at least 7 hours a day and wake up 3 hours before work. For the rich, diet and exercise are the 2 most important habits because they determine mental state, energy, and quality of life. Furthermore, the rich cherish time. 94% do not gossip. 81% control their emotions. They don't casually say negative things like, "I can't do it," "I can't afford it," "I don't have time," or "I'm so bored," or "tired." Because every time you say that, you are negatively programming your brain and planting bad seeds in your subconscious. Note this: the energy of your words determines your perspective. 2. Habits of long-term strategic planning. 88% of the rich read for at least 30 minutes every day, mostly history, self-development, and biographies. 55% pursue a single goal for a year or more. The average time for someone to go from 0 to achieving their dream is 12 years. In short, the wealthy share 3 common traits: strong self-restraint, knowing how to refuse immediate gratification, long-term vision, and sufficient persistence to let habits take over and pull them forward. Hearing this, many will probably think, oh, just more MLM talk, or rich people are always right no matter what they say. Honestly, I thought the same thing at first, but after reading this book, you'll see the author doesn't sugarcoat the lives of the rich. He shares many true stories of people who were once poor, destitute, and failures. Bit by bit, they changed their habits and lifestyles. Years later, looking back, even they couldn't believe how far they had come. Some say wealth is due to luck. True, getting rich requires luck, but instead of sitting around waiting for luck to fall from the sky, like winning the lottery, why don't we believe in created luck? Luck that comes from opportunities, benefactors, and the good habits we build every day.
Forming a habit is very hard at first, but if you persist for more than 20 days, that habit will sink into your subconscious and switch to automatic mode. You will feel like an invisible hand is silently pushing you forward step by step, and that is the true power of habit. I hope you successfully activate a top-notch autopilot mode.